So we are learning about the power of disciple-making movements, which is disciples who make disciples who make disciples. And we have said that this is the church. The church is the people of God, filled with the Spirit of God, who are obeying God by going and making disciples, who then make disciples. And we have been sharing that a great way to remember what this church looks like, this going movement. What does it look like? It looks like Matthew 28, which means that we, as followers of Jesus, we go and we make disciples. We teach them to obey, starting by baptizing them. Then we gather them together with others who are growing in the Word and prayer, and then we send them out to go. That's what we are learning about this process of multiplying disciples or disciple-making movements. So all of this begins with this word go. Therefore, go. It's the first step. And we must understand how Jesus teaches us to go. Now, many of us are familiar with Luke chapter 10, but we must go back to these verses to really understand clearly how Jesus teaches us to go. This is only the first step, but we must do each step according to God's Word. And so we learn about how to go through Luke chapter 10, verses 1 through 9. As Jesus teaches us how to go find persons of peace and reach out to them and their families so that they can begin to be reached, baptized, and discipled. And then they can be gathered and sent out to do the same. But it all begins with knowing how to go according to Luke chapter 10. So what I want you to do is to go to those verses yourself first. Luke chapter 10, verses 1 through 9. Before you watch my next video, I want you to go to these verses yourself and discover what are the keys to being good at going. What do we learn about going on mission from Luke chapter 10, verses 1 through 9? So please read those verses carefully and write down at least 4 or 5 lessons that you learn from these verses and share them. After you've done that, then please do come back and watch my next video.